Dear Tosha, I'm dealing with scary, big-time money issues right now. And thankfully, I have your money course to turn to, and I'm really grateful for that. But for the longest time, I've been getting seriously freaked out. And every time I bump up against a homeless person in the Bay Area, my God, there are many, I get nervous. At times, I can't help but think that the homeless deliberately pop up in front of me to torment me, almost as if a reminder of what could happen if I don't get my act together. So I've been so freaked out. Are they a sign? And I've even been nervous to write you to get your interpretation. And this has become almost unbearable for me, so please help. I am weary of eternally having this happen, and then I spend an hour or more trying to calm myself down. I know this might sound really far out and weird, but if you can help me understand my terror when I see homeless people, that would really help me out. Okay, so, my heart really goes out to you with this. I don't think it sounds far out and weird at all. I think lots of people have experiences where something that the mind is scared of starts to come into their field of vision. I mean, I can give you an example of it for myself, which is when I was in the worst of my knees. If anyone is new, I had they're still healing, but I had appeared when they were really, really bad I sprained both knees. And it's kind of what this person was saying everywhere. And I mean, everywhere I went, I was surrounded by crutches, wheelchairs, canes. I was like a magnet for it. And the main way that I saw it at the time, and maybe this will help you, is that it wasn't an omen of where I was headed. It was a reflection of my fears. Because as my mind, I did the offering and I did all the things we're talking about, and I began to release more and more the fears about it. I mean, I started to move into that place that this work is about, of saying this body really belongs to the divine. I'm open to receiving anything that's needed to help these heal. And if for some reason they're not meant to heal, I'm open to receiving whatever peace and awareness I'm meant to have to let this be. Let me send love to the body as it is. As I've been doing more and more of that, it stopped. But when I was in that contracted state of like, oh my God, what if this is really like, moving into disability, the mind grasping onto that thought was bringing it everywhere. So it was almost like I really had to do the prayer saying, this all has to be offered to you, because my own mind is going into too much contraction. So the offering back let most of that stop. Now, your example is sort of tragic and crazy, being in the Bay Area, because there really are homeless people everywhere. It's part of the madness of the time of being here, is there's not an infrastructure for taking care of homeless people. So I understand that every time you're seeing that, you're going into wondering if it's a sign for you. But all I would say is, if you can offer that back and really do what it says in the money course and say, you're putting yourself into divine source. You're seeing God as the source for all. If there are concrete actions that you're meant to take to allow your financial situation to change, you are ready to take all actions. And also, I would be saying, you are ready to receive all help. And both of those things are so key in the money course, the deserving to receive and the willingness to act. I think sometimes people get really paralyzed by a problem, whether it's financial, physical, whatever, and so they just keep saying, well, I'm giving it to God, I'm offering it, but they're not really saying, let me fully feel worthy to receive and show me every action that needs to happen right now. The willingness to act is huge. So I think, your letter's really important to me because it's like I can see the cycle that you're in mentally, where the more that you're seeing these, the more terrified you're getting, the more it's holding you in paralysis. So what I would do is, if you've never broken a coconut about this, I would go and I would break a coconut. I would take the coconut. I would really, if anyone's new, the write-up of coconuts is on the Facebook page. And I would really say, I'm offering this obsession to you. I'm offering this terror I have fully. There's no shame in terrors. We all have our fears. I'm offering this fear and terror back to you. You are my source for all. Free me from my obsession with this. And you go and you break the coconut and let me know that you alone are my source for all, and begin to show me the actions that need to be taken. I am ready. The true actions that are divinely guided. And secondly, make me willing to receive. The issue of the receiving is unbelievable. The level at which so many people are offering and yet simultaneously not feeling deserving to receive. So I hope that helps. I think that those two things together, and then offering over this fixation, which I understand because, like I say, I had my own version, will really help. I had to break a coconut about it myself. And, it's just like, it's the way the mind grasps onto things. There's nothing wrong with you. This is how minds work, especially if you're Platonic. So I hope that helps.